Hi, it's Seay from Seay Real Estate here in Richmond, Virginia. And what I want to talk to you about today is when senior citizens or when the elderly sell their homes. And before I do, I want to be quick to say that oftentimes we sell houses for senior citizens, in fact, elderly people who don't need a lick of help from any of their friends or family members. In fact, they are more capable of taking care of their affairs than their children would be. But this message is for the times when our loved ones need help, either from friends or family members, and they need guidance. And it's important, if you're ever in that situation, to know a few things. First of all, if your loved one is in a situation where they will need assistance, be it from Medicaid, the VA, other organizations, you need to be careful before they put their house up for sale and go ahead and sell it. To do so in certain ways could disqualify them from receiving those benefits. So some organizations will require that the house will be sold for a certain price based on an assessment or an appraisal. There's certain time frames to observe, and you just want to be cautious. This is a good time to consult with a person who is an elder care attorney. In our city, Richmond, and other cities across the nation, there are good elder care attorneys who can advise you as to how to go about that process to make sure that your loved one doesn't lose their benefits if they're going to be needed. Another thing to be aware of is what facilities are available in the area in which you live. Some are better than others, and there are companies who specialize in knowing all the assisted living facilities, the retirement communities in a given location. They tour those places, they study the inspections of them, the feedback received by people who live there and their family members. And you can employ those people to help you in your search for the perfect place for your loved one. You don't pay them to do this. The facilities are the ones who pay them to bring people there. But a consultation with a person like this, where they learn about your loved one's needs, the location that's important, the amenities that are important, will equip them to then take you on tours of, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 of them that best suit your needs and that score highly and would be just good options. And I've talked to people who've been through that process, and they say it's just such a blessing to have that burden relieved. So there are companies like that in most areas who can help. A good realtor can point you in the direction, by the way, of these elder care attorneys and companies who can help you find the perfect place for your loved one. One last thing to talk about briefly is reverse mortgages. If your friend or family member wants to stay in their house for as long as they can and they have a lot of equity in the house, they can get a reverse mortgage where they will receive payments periodically that are just parts of their equity that are advanced to them up to a certain amount. And these payments can pay for in-home health care, they can pay for maintaining the place, and just everyday expenses. The money does not have to be paid back until your loved one passes away or moves out of the home. But it's a way for them to access funds that allow them to stay where they are for a lot longer, up to a certain amount. The bank will advance up to a certain percentage of the value of the home, and that's called a reverse mortgage. So just a few things to think about if you're ever in a position of helping a family member or a loved one who is advanced in years. Just pause before you jump in. Think about these people you can consult with, just to make sure that you are going about it the right way and that you're not running the risk of eliminating the opportunity for your loved one to take advantage of any of these benefits. So I'm Seay with Seay Real Estate. Have a great week.